What's up, guys? So it is 80 degrees, 81 degrees outside right now. It feels great, so I decided to do a home gym workout today. So today's chest day. Right now I'm just kind of sipping on some pre-workout, trying to get in the mood. So I get to walk you through today's workout. We're going to do some bench press, dumbbell bench, barbell incline, cable decline, and then we'll do some cable flies, some cable decline flies, incline flies, do a little push-up, little tricep action, and then we'll finish on the Stairmasters there. But you'll get to see all that. But if you haven't seen the gym yet, I figured I'd show you the gym while I'm sitting here sipping on pre-workout. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. The goal of Ninja Strength and Fitness is to basically just demonstrate, educate, and show all things fitness, you know. Hopefully you learn something on this page. Hopefully you get entertained by some things on this page. And same thing with the Instagram, with the TikTok. You know, it's just, like I said, demonstrate, educate, and have fun with all things fitness. But let me show you a little something about the gym real quick. Let me get a drink of this, because so far it's been talking. I ain't had a drink of it yet. But obvious, we have the Ninja Strength and Fitness banner going on right here. All the dumbbells going up from like, what is it, 5 all the way up to 90. I wanted to get the big bills, the hundos, the hundreds, but they're expensive. I don't know if you've ever looked at the price of dumbbells. So, and I really don't use hundreds that much, if we're being honest, every now and then, but 90s are fine. But so we got the dumbbells right here. Right next to it, we got the Rogue assault bike, you know, and we got some medicine balls, some kettlebells, all that, with the Rogue assault bike. And what we're kind of looking through here is the Titan functional trainer, and I love this thing. Did it take me 2 days to put together? Maybe, but you know, it's plate loaded, but I got a lot of plates in here, and the cost difference between a plate loaded and a stack loaded one is very significant, so I'm happy with it. You know, right next to it we got the Matrix Stairmaster, which I use frequently. The only downside, like obviously I can't use it right now with the garage door being open. I'll have to shut the garage door, and I will show you exactly why that is if you give me 2 seconds here. So, problem is, it's tall. So once you get up here, you smack your head on this. So this has got to come down, and then it's still a little restrictive, but I love it. Gets the job done. Got the Peloton. I use the Peloton often when I don't want to use the stairs. Stairs and Peloton's basically it. A little Schwinn elliptical. And then got the Concept 2 rower up here. I keep it up there hidden. Rest of my weights, little deadlift bar, the squat rack with got a Rogue barbell, and I got a little cheap little Dick's from Dick's or Academy, I can't remember where I got it from, a little barbell back there behind it. Got the Titan bench. So squat rack, you know, today I'm going to be doing bench, incline, obviously squat. I use a squat rack for everything. And then I have some rings hooked up to it, so I'll use some rings on there. I haven't turned the TV on yet. Typically I'll just play some anime highlights. I like to play like anime epic moments and stuff while I'm working out. You'll see it on there at some point later on throughout the day. Then I just have some step-up boxes right here, the big one there. Use them for box squats, inclines, do a little bit of step-ups on there. But that's the gym. Today is chest day. I gotta finish that. Hadn't even started drinking it. So finish this pre-workout and then enjoy the workout. So here's a random tip that I just kind of wanted to throw in here since today's chest day. We're talking about chest. You apply these to almost all your presses. A lot of people don't know this. I feel like I see it all the time, you know, being a trainer in the gym for 5 years. But everyone thinks when you go to do a push-up or you go to do a bench press that, you know, you should be, you know, like people do push-ups like this all the time, or you bench press, you know. Look, my elbows are squared with my shoulders, you know. So you go to do the bar, you know, it's like this. Or you're doing a push-up, you're like this. Ideally, what you want is to be something more like this. You want your elbows, so when you come back, your elbows are more down kind of at the bottom of your ribs. We're not up here squared off, we're down here. Doing this really makes you use your chest. It makes you use the muscles that we're after, because when you come up high like this, it's your shoulder. Your shoulder starts taking over the movement. And your shoulders, you know, you have shoulder pain, and you won't be building a bigger chest, and just most of the time you're going to be just hurting your shoulders. You're going to have shoulder pain. So when you do your bench press, you know, you want to bring it down, you know, kind of a little bit lower than your nipple line. Elbows down. Same when you do your push-ups, you know, you want to tuck those elbows back a little bit. You don't want to be way up here. Tuck them back. Dumbbells, bring your dumbbells down here, back up, down here, not up here. Just a pro tip. What is up, guys, and welcome to another voiceover workout here. So today is chest day, and I like to warm up, getting my shoulders going. So I just grab a band, any kind of band will work. I like to do these little shoulder rotations. Like I said, I'm just getting my shoulders moving, getting them grooving. My shoulders are very tight, so I take my time with this, really focus on opening up the chest, letting the shoulders work. And then I try to strengthen up the rear delts a little bit. I have a shoulder impingement and many shoulder issues, so doing these rear delt flies helps with that. Moving on, first movement of the day is dumbbell bench press. So like I mentioned earlier with these, you want your elbows kind of tilting in a little bit. You don't want your elbows going directly out, like even with your shoulders. 5 sets of 10 on here. But I normally use my first and second set as a warm-up. I do like 60-pound dumbbells and 70-pound dumbbells, and now I'm working 3 sets of 10 with the 90s. Next workout, move over to the barbell, and this is when you're sitting there, you know, just contemplating life, trying to talk yourself into doing a set. Figured I'd leave it in here because I know we all do it. Get the hands right. So I like switching from the dumbbell to the barbell. Normally I don't do a lot of barbell bench because my shoulders don't really like it, but the incline, they don't mind it as bad. So again, I do a warm-up set here. I end up doing 5 sets of 10, but the first and second set's like a warm-up set with 135, and I end up doing 3 sets of 10 with the 155 here to finish up. Moving over, this is probably my favorite chest exercise, the cable incline press. These cables, you can see how shaky my arms are. These cables make you earn it. So it's kind of like the dumbbell, but it's way more intense because you'll be shaking and you have to control those things. And it is heavy too. So this is one of my favorite chest exercises, the cable incline press here. Again, I think I ended up doing 4 sets of 10 on this one instead of 5. Switch it over to decline. So it's the same thing, cable press, but now I'm going downward with the decline motion. Again, you can see me shaking. It's hard to control these cables, which is why I love the cable press. So if you have the chance to do a cable press, I highly recommend you give it a shot. It's a game changer. So this is me just jamming, feeling the music, feeling it. We all do it, so I figured to leave it in there. Enjoy it. But doing some cable flies now. So I moved over from the presses, moving into the flies, getting a different area of the chest going. It's kind of a combination of a press and a fly. It's my favorite way to do it. Decline.
Try to hold it at the bottom for about a split second, long enough just to get a squeeze going. Now you'll notice that my elbows are bent, but it's really the elbows that matter when you start coming to these flies. Even though my hands are bent like that, my elbows are still coming all the way back, even with my shoulders, before I start my new rep. That's how you get the full range of motion on the fly. I don't like going behind my shoulder. I stop right at my shoulder. So we just did decline flies. Now we're doing incline flies. And again, if you watch my elbows, you'll notice the elbows are doing all the work. The elbows are what matter on flies. A lot of people will do flies with their hands, and in this movement, you'll just end up doing a bunch of curls. If you're moving your hands, you have to work those elbows, and the elbows are what works the chest. So now at this point, the chest has had enough. We're moving on to the triceps. Just a normal tricep push down here. Make sure that your traps are not engaged. You're letting your triceps do the work. Full range of motion. Come all the way up, all the way down. Don't move the elbow. Let the hands work on this one. Same thing, switching up, going overhand with it. Full range of motion. Let it come all the way down. Let the tricep stretch. Split second squeeze at the top. Let it squeeze. You got to do full range of motion when you're doing these triceps. And don't move the elbow. Finish it up with some cardio. And if you made it this far, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Give me a like, subscribe. Ninja Strength and Fitness. Got a lot coming this year. Stay tuned and enjoy.